Good afternoon, music fans, and welcome back down to the one and only Klean Studios for the 60th episode of the Biscuits and Gravy podcast. My name is Eric Reynolds, your host, and this is Brighton Douglas.
Yes, sir.
And tonight, as we always do, it is our absolute pleasure to bring you something completely new to the Biscuits and Gravy stage. Ladies and gentlemen, it's reggae tonight. We're changing the vibe up.
I like that.
We're switching it up. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy Powerful Love by The Ambassador and The Chosen Few.
Let's get it.
Biscuits and gravy style. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Oh, 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 oh. Who's feeling good right now? Good right now. Oh, 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 oh. We're feeling good right now. I said we're good right now. Yeah. Life can be so good. Just let it, yeah. Let it, yeah. Life can be so joyful, yeah. Just let it, yeah. Just let it, yeah. Now you got arms and legs, hands and feet. You need no help to eat or breathe. A roof, a bed, your faculties. A woman that treats you extra sweet, where the sun it shines for you and me. But in some of us, despair runs deep. The fire that we blaze is important to keep. Sharing that love, powerful love, because nothing more powerful than love, yeah. Nothing more powerful than love, yes. I know it, yeah. I know it, yeah. Because there's nothing more powerful than love, yeah. Nothing more powerful than love, oh yes, and I know it, yeah. I'm not afraid to show, yeah. Just let it, baby. Just let it. Now count your blessings, yeah. Now name them one by one, and give all the thanks and praise to Jah for all that He has done. Count your blessings, yeah. Now name them two by two, and open up your heart and let your love come through. I feel good, and I'm always thankful. I got these blessings by the barrel and the crate full. I feel good, ever loving and graceful. I pray these words from my mouth, the river tasteful. I give thanks that my works are always fruitful, and that this love in me heart and soul will keep me youthful. Cause love is powerful, and it's so wonderful, and it's a blessing from above, and it's so beautiful, yeah. Nothing more powerful than love, yeah. Nothing more powerful than love, yes. I know it, yeah. I know it, yeah. Because there's nothing more powerful than love, yeah. Nothing more powerful than love, oh yes, and I know it, yeah. I'm not afraid to show, nothing more powerful than love, no, nothing more powerful than love. Love, 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 love. Yes, love, love. Powerful love. Nothing more powerful than love. Yeah, nothing more powerful than love. Love, 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 love. Yes, love is love. Powerful love. Nothing more powerful than love. Yeah, nothing more powerful than love. Love, 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 love. Yes, love. Powerful love. Nothing more powerful than love. Yeah, nothing more powerful than love. Love, 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 love. Yes, love. Powerful love.
Music fans, welcome back over to the couches for the interview portion of tonight's episode. I am your host, Eric Reynolds, the number one host in all of Roanoke Late Night, and there aren't any others, so don't look for second place. Right here is my trusty sidekick, Brighton Douglas.
I'll take second place.
You're not second. You're
I'll
not
take
second.
second.
We're a team.
Nope.
We're
second.
a team. You know?
I'll take second.
It's, it's like Batman and Robin, kind of.
Thank you. Production.
What? Are you kidding me, dude?
Production.
People are trying to say Robin's second.
They're
Robin
not
is
equals.
equal to Batman just because he didn't have all the money. They all wear underwear.
Nah, I think they all wear tights.
They all wear tights. Either way, Brighton, I couldn't do it without you. How you doing today?
I'm doing all right. I can't complain.
How you enjoying the fiance life?
Bro, shit is crazy.
I
Nah,
bet.
I'm just kidding. It's the same shit.
Shit-
It's the
man,
same
shit's
thing
crazy.
with the same thing with the ring.
Shit is crazy. Do you get a ring, or is it just she gets a ring? You don't get a ring till y'all get married.
I guess that's when that goes down.
Jesus.
I don't know the ways. My first time.
All the hardware. This
Pretty
guy,
much.
you saved
Hopefully
on
the
an
only
engagement
time.
ring,
Hopefully the only time.
though. You saved on that engagement ring, though.
Hell no, that was my great grandmother's.
No, it's a family heirloom, which I think is like the best scenario you could hope for,
Best way of saving,
because that you get to put that money right into an exceptional party for me and all of your friends.
and that will happen.
Yeah, we're gonna drink you. We're gonna drink you into bankruptcy, Bryce.
That will happen.
All right. But without further ado, joining us on the couches here for the interview portion is the ambassador, Mr. Gabe Lewis. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing splendid, gentlemen. It's great
Yes,
to be with you.
sir.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for bringing the chosen few down here with you to perform, bringing us 5 excellent tracks, some unreleased heat as well.
Yeah, you did get the unreleased out of us, yes.
You blew our socks off, man. I gotta say,
That was crazy.
We've had some reggae adjacent stuff, but we've never had straight up reggae, and it was. I mean, I can't tell you how much I enjoyed it. So
Awesome. Good to hear.
just talk to me a little bit, kind of about those songs that you shared with us, kind of where you're at now creatively. I know that you mentioned that you've been really creative this year. You've gotten back into writing and putting stuff out. So kind of talk to me about where you're at.
Yeah, it is kind of a inspirational year compared to, probably the last, prior 7 or 8 years of, the focus was different. When you're writing, I never got bored with performing, and I Yoga Jam, Floyd Fest, Go Fest, local jams, always loved Martin's. Shout out to Jason. But writing music, I had a big catalog, so we could just do a bunch of stuff, put some nice little covers in there. But, if you're really forcing the writing, you could still come up with some good songs, but if you're not really feeling it, it's work.
Yeah.
And on top of 40, 50 hours a week of another work. But this year was a bit different. And, I can't really explain what it was per se, other than just the fact that I started really enjoying writing and really making music for music's sake, and getting back into it full swing as far as, not just the performance of it and having fun in that aspect, but making some new music for the couple studio releases for the first time in about a decade.
Yeah, that's excellent. And if it's anything like that unreleased track, I'm really excited to hear.
That's
everything.
coming out in about a month. Yeah.
So we're anxiously awaiting that release. But
That
for
was
right now,
crazy.
the only place you can see it is right here on Biscuits and Gravy, folks.
That
So
is
enjoy it.
exclusive.
But no, I think music is one of those things where it is it's so involved. Like when you get into it, I equate it to kind of what we do here, just because it's a hobby, but it's a hobby that can take a lot of your time. And when you're not in that creative mood, it feels like a big draw. But when you are, you just can't. It's like you can't do it enough. And it comes in waves for a lot of people. And I think it's, when you're on a wave, it's awesome to have the resources to capitalize on it. Like, I mean, you've got an excellent band. Like, what's it like just getting them together and being like pitching an idea to them?
Well, because I've known those guys since Nio, the guitar player, and I was a bassist's son, Janiah's son, since he was born. I had, before living in Cali for like 10 years, I had played with Janiah and Jamie, his brother, on keys, and they put me on to Jake, for Music Roco, their group. But I had played with those guys for, in my mid-20s and then took a break when I moved, and then coming back was sliding right into the groove. It's easy.
Yeah.
So it makes it, when you have a crew that you can rely on to not only present your music in the best light, professionally, but also just as good people as players, character, that's an extra special treat, and I never take that for granted, and it's a real pleasure. So having those guys and having the crew I have now, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, they'll hear it coming up in the song, which you said, count your blessings, one by one. It's like, it is a blessing to be surrounded by a team of really talented people.
Yeah.
And it makes the whole process so much more fun.
And it's hard to build a cohesive team that big too.
It is.
I mean, we had 8 guys and the feature, or I guess it was 8 with the feature, right? But yeah, it's kind of crazy to keep that cohesion with everybody. So that was dope. Like, you guys could definitely tell there was chemistry there.
Well, and we've got usually we're anywhere from 7 to 9 pieces usually, and I'm bummed tonight because I know she's bummed too. But Melissa Mesco, she's usually there singing with me all my harmonies and stuff, and she's not feeling too well today. And her husband Brian Mesco will be sitting in on a lot of gigs on guitar. Like this Friday's Chillage, he'll be playing guitar with us. But yeah, she's she also really kind of fills it out, man. It's awesome. So yeah, the crew makes it. And songwriting wise, it's funny because like you said, it's ebbs and flows, man. And I had 30, 40, 50 different songs that were partially written, mostly written. And when I started going back through them, I started closing the book on some of them by finishing them up. And and then of course, brand new stuff that I wrote in a day, like One Life, so it just depends. But yeah, I've had periods where it's like, man, I'm going to ride this because I might not be feeling this next week. Yeah. And lately I'm feeling it all year. And so
it's a good feeling.
Yeah,
it's a
very good feeling.
And
been a while.
As the listeners, it's also a good feeling because we're excited to see new music.
Nothing done if you put your mind to it. You said ain't much a difference between now and then, whether pushing a pencil or plow across the land. So instant satisfaction or eternal joy. You some lame excuses and a lot of quitting, you've been.
Music fans, we have got some unreleased heat for you. Okay. This is If You Feel Like I Feel by The Ambassador and Chosen Few.
Let's get it.
Enjoy.
If you feel it, baby, let me know. Only a matter of time, baby. been eyeing you for the past 5 minutes. I'm reminded of your smile, the way that I love it. Yes, it's easy for me to see. Oh yeah, your gaze is steady on me. Yeah. Now it's your move, so tell me just what it is you wanna do now. Tell me, is it possible for us to find love again somehow? I can see what's on your mind, thinking about taking it from the back fast and rough. You think I can't tell? I'm that one that introduced you to that kinky stuff. Said if you feel like I feel, let me know if you want me to stay. You know the past is built on trust, something that will never change. You say you're ready and you're willing. You know you want me to come. We'll be up all night, baby, to the first rays of dawn.
So you've got the reggae night at Martin's, and you've played every fest that Roanoke has to offer. Floyd Go, the yoga fest. So which crowd moves and sweats the best out of everybody?
Well, I mean, if the groove is right and we make the groove right, then I think everybody, every crowd, because that's the challenge. That's what our
your
job is.
Yeah.
So we'd be disappointed if we don't see people moving. That's that's the whole goal. So all of them, that is the mission, and we're pretty good at that. But for local places, like I said, I got to give an extra shout out to Martin's because he was the first one way back, like 23, 24 years old, that put us on. I think it was like probably our first gig back in the day with my old band, The Seed. And then when I came back to Roanoke from San Diego, easy, like, hey, Jason, like to get that. So I always love Martin's. The older I get, sometimes rocking till 1:30 is a little bit, whatever. But I love it. And once you're playing, like, you don't, the energy just takes over. So I got to give a big shout out to Martin's because it's always cool. But I love Parkway too because my kid comes out. It's 5:30 to 8:30.
Yep. Dog friendly, I saw too.
My dog comes out. Yep. Yeah. So like that's a big one for the family. And I'm still got my whole evening afterward. But yeah, the groove is always presented. So I can't really say that that one place is going to give us more liveliness than the other. It's like I said, we'll lay it down wherever it is.
I love that. So do you look at, like, you come on, it's kind of like a quiet, timid crowd. You see that as like a challenge. Like I can't wait to get these people moving.
Yeah, it's got to happen.
Yeah,
it's going to happen. 5 people, 5,000 people. It's going to happen.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
To happen.
It's going to happen. Yeah. Once that groove starts, either you move or you get moved.
It's kind of impossible.
That's what I'm saying. It really is impossible what we heard. Not to move down,
especially with what we heard.
Yes.
So I was like, okay.
Yes, it calls you to motion. It's spiritual.
Well, and on a note on reggae night again, props to Jason Martin because about a little over a year ago, I've been having this idea because in San Diego we would attend a couple reggae nights. You'd have one on Wednesday in Ocean Beach, Thursday in Ocean Beach. It's a big enough town where you could have, theme nights all over the place. And so there'd be a couple reggae nights in one of my favorite spots in town. And at live reggae, man, you see new bands all the time. Yeah. We play there, we rock it. And so, I was thinking, man, it would be cool to have that here on a monthly basis in town. Yeah. And the idea is it's not really the music that I write. It's all of my favorite reggae tunes that I love that inspired me from 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s now. Yeah. And we put together a whole catalog, and I had approached him with this idea, and he's like, yeah, let's try it. And it's been a great partnership once again with him this little over a year now. And now we're doing second Thursdays of every month. And, I've got a Spotify playlist people can save so if they like some of the tracks, they can call it out. So it's been cool. And that's kind of like the monthly thing. Everything else is, booked along the way. Yeah.
Right. Man, shout out Jason Martin, man. So many times we've heard people come down here and it is the same story. It's like, the first opportunity we got was over there at Martin's. And it running a place that does so much good music so consistently, we can take it for granted, but it's an awesome spot.
He's always been dedicated to live music and to basically local live music and giving musicians a chance there and stuff. And 4 or 5 nights a week he's got live music. I mean, nobody else is doing that.
You can't beat that.
He's done that for years. So
and it's a wide variety of stuff too.
Yeah.
He's got it all.
Yep,
they've got it all over there.
It's something for everybody.
And they got pickle shots on tap. So I mean, you got me by the hook.
It is a cool bar. Yeah, it is a cool bar as it is. So yeah.
Speaking of cool venues, you guys have got a big show coming up at Grandin.
Ooh.
So talk to me about that show.
Definitely want to get the word out on that. Thursday, October 30th, Granite Theater presents Ambassador and Chosen Few. We're going to host the Hallowed Eve Boo Bash, and it's going to be that's a mouthful. So It's going to be a costume party and contest at set break. So we're going to have a couple hour set, like 50-minute sets, I think it is. Doors are at 6 or 6:30, and we'll have a DJ warming it up, and may even do a little pre-party at Show Pony. I want to talk to those guys. You know what I mean? Just
Show Pony's awesome. Dude.
Yeah, just for everybody
Perfect
to be able to gather prior to if they want.
Right.
And then basically, I think we're on at 7:30, and it's a 30-minute break in between to do the costume contest, merch, prizes, all of that good stuff. So I want to make it an event because they've had Halloween shows there. It's my first time playing at the Historic Theater, and but they never had a Halloween part, like costume party contest type thing. They've had shows, so I'd like to make it something special, and I'm hoping that we can get a lot of people coming out for that. And people my age might have a kid or something like that. Yeah. The night is over by 9:50.
Bring them out.
So,
get them home in time.
Yeah,
for
so on a Thursday night, 9:50.
That's it.
You can go trick or treating with your kids the next night. You can
pack it out.
I'm certainly going to make it a point to try to be there because I love the Grandin Theater. Just the vibe in there is incredible, especially when it's set up for music. It's got great acoustics, and then also like. I love the idea for the Halloween party because like it's so kind of gothic and like spooky in there to begin with. When you're watching a movie, it's like I can't wait to see it full of people in costumes enjoying some funky reggae, dude. So that'll be really cool. And that's Thursday, October 30th at the Grandin Theater. Keep an eye out for more details about a possible pre-party, but go ahead and get your tickets now. Yeah. If you want to be there and be part of the party,
I think it's like $15 in advance and 18 or 20 or something at the door. But yeah, you can order them now.
Yeah, and it's a costume contest, guys. So there is a winner. There's something you can win, which if you're like me is awesome. We love competitions.
What are you gonna go as?
I just don't know. I just don't know.
Is the band gonna be in costumes?
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
That's what I'm waiting on.
Oh, here we go. Promotional materials.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Excellent.
So I don't know where the camera is.
So this guy right here.
When you see this in the Grandin, and you will, I plastered that whole neighborhood.
Oh, I love the design.
When you
on
see
that.
this is my boy Pedro, my old bassy from
Shout
San
out
Diego.
Pedro, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, he killed that.
You'll see this hanging. This is us. Make sure you get there.
Love it. Love it. You'll see me there, but I won't tell you what I'm gonna be dressed as.
You may not even recognize it.
You probably won't. You probably won't. Dressed as Michelle Pfeiffer.
Damn. They might show up to see some of that too. I don't know.
Watch out, Michelle.
Oh, baby, that's my stop. Come on and fall away.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am the host of the #1 music podcast in Virginia, so I like to think of myself as kind of a music expert, but, well, the fact of the matter is I just don't know a lot about reggae, but I do know that you have to do two things in particular.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Do you know what they are?
I think I do. I think you sweat, one,
okay,
and I also think you move.
Okay.
Which is very ironic, because the ambassador and chosen few have brought you another banger by that very title. Sweat and Move. Let's go, baby.
Enjoy!
Give it to him, boy. so many chances. Now she's gonna take some time to live her life. What she wants is what we need. Take a breath, breathe deeply. What we've got now, by way of this groove. One with the beat now. Sweat and move, sweat, sweat, move, move, sweat, sweat, move, move, sweat, sweat, move, move, sweat, move. Now everybody sweat, sweat, move, move, sweat, sweat, move, move, sweat, sweat, move, move, sweat, sweat. No loot in his pockets and down on his luck. A rock in a hard place, now feeling he's stuck. Feeling the pressure, the risk and the pain. Stakes are so high, yet not made no gains. He's seen them done wrong, now he's done the same. Come to find out that the game never changed. The dirt and the double cross lies in the feeling. Let it all go, raise your hand to the ceiling now. What he wants is what we need. Take a breath, breathe deeply. What we've got now, by way of this groove. One with the beat now. Sweat and move, sweat, move, sweat, move, sweat, sweat, move, sweat, sweat, move. Come on now, sweat, sweat, move, sweat, sweat, move, sweat. Let 'em know. Move, sweat, sweat. Take it, big man. Now everybody sweat, sweat, move, sweat, sweat, move. Come on now, sweat, sweat, move, sweat, sweat, move. Now everybody sweat, sweat, move, sweat, sweat, move, sweat, sweat, move, sweat, sweat, move. Come on now, sweat, move, sweat, sweat, move, sweat, sweat, move, sweat, sweat, move. Now everybody sweat, sweat, move, sweat, sweat, move, sweat, sweat, move, sweat, sweat, move.
I wonder if you talk to me a little bit more about kind of reggae, because this is the first reggae band that we've had. So reggae, from what I understand, has grown a lot since it first kind of came onto the scene. If you had to predict, based on what reggae looks like now, what is it going to look like in 20 years?
Man, there are so many subgenres, roots, lovers rock, rock steady if you want to throw it in, dance hall, it's hard to say. I mean, you have SoCal reggae, it's a whole nother genre of its own, and hard to really say. I mean, you got reggae in Japan, and all over the
That
place.
sounds interesting.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so it's hard to say because some cats only like dancehall. They don't listen to lovers rock. I like it all, but I think that it's really cool to see a lot of people, Cali for sure, Florida, beachy towns and stuff like that. The last, 15, 20 years, obviously Sublime was a big front runner to opening people up to even some of the classics that he would shout out, and then of course, you had Soulja doing it for a long time, Revolution, and Slightly Stupid still doing it. Those guys are great. So, all from here, from the States, and a bunch, too many to name, but people are opening up to it. People are digging it more than when I was a kid. And I love that. I love it. Who knows where it's gonna go, but it's gonna go.
Yeah.
It's not
going anywhere.
It's not a fad.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Where does the ambassador and chosen few fall in that subgenre category? Do y'all have one? Because I'm unfamiliar with the term, so just so you could set it straight for me, who's trying to educate.
well, if we're playing a long ass show, like 2 hour and something sets at Parkway or something, then it won't be all reggae music, and I don't write all reggae music.
Yeah.
I think I would be bored if it was all reggae music because we like to rock sometimes.
Right.
And
Yeah.
we like to rock pretty hard. And we also like to have hip hop elements, like
Yes.
with my
yeah,
boy
that was
Doc.
dope. That's why I was like,
Doc
you guys-
Science came in and
One
killed
Life is
it.
a hip hop tune,
Yes.
So
One Life was tough.
yeah, so there's a lot of reggae is my first love,
Right.
but yeah, there's just there's a lot that we like to play as musicians, and I think it's fun for not only myself but for the band to be able to if we need that high energy, if we
Yeah.
want to rock hard, or if we want to drop a ska tune or something, we can pull that out of the out of our pockets
Yeah.
to make the vibe right, But I love all types of music.
Yeah.
I love blues, love R&B, hip hop and reggae music and hard thrash and rock too. So, it's like when you're in the mood, it's just like
Right.
your mood. You pick a music for your mood, right? You're not going to be listening to classical while you're working out, probably.
Yeah. It's got to be the right vibe
Yeah.
for the right time.
Be like a serial killer to do.
I was
that.
joking with my wife because
we've done some serial killer shit before.
I'm on Spotify and I'm joking with my wife because at work I just listen to classical or some jazz and Wes Montgomery, Miles Davis, John Coltrane, something like that in the background. I'm just letting it vibing on it. I'm working, But then I get to my weekly new releases and my release radar and all of this and every damn thing is like classical. My top 10 for the year is like classical art. I'm like, whoa. So I can't even, because that's what I'm playing when I'm working during the day.
Right.
So I'm going for new releases and I'm getting all classical
Yeah,
and
it's all
jazz.
just
And I'm
classical music.
Trying to cater to you,
That's
man.
funny.
It is. And I'm like, man, this is not, this ain't it.
That's the
this ain't it.
algorithm, dude.
Yeah.
It doesn't understand, the nuances of our music listening habits.
Right. It's not Pandora.
No.
I got to give Pandora props because
Pandora makes a hell of a radio station. I will
found,
say.
their algorithms are great. I found more new artists and new songs listen to Pandora than Spotify. Spotify, I think, is more playlist oriented.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, high school. I used to be pre-Spotify days. Was a big Pandora guy. I discovered a lot of music on Pandora.
It would really
Shout out
put you
Pandora,
on.
man. Shout out Pandora. Shout out iHeartRadio, internet radio. For the players out there, that were still listening to radio in the mid 2010s, come on. I mean, shout them out. Spotify, we're kind of anti Spotify now. We're a little bit on the no.
We've been on this kick. What
The
happened?
no Spotify kick.
What happened?
They're not paying their artists enough.
Oh, okay.
I hear that.
I wish that we could break off some money for the artists.
Leave it to the industry to find new ways to screw you with new technologies,
Right.
man. It's
Right.
never ending.
Sell it to you as a benefit.
Yeah.
Sell it to you as a benefit. What you're losing is a trip to the record store, a trip to the CD store. And they're telling you, oh, you don't want to lug all these CDs around. Grow up.
Album themes, album liners.
Yes. The book, pulling the book out and seeing artwork, photography, the lyrics. If you're one of those people like me that needs to know exactly what they're saying, I think we miss a lot when we don't have that.
Yeah.
But I back to the reggae. I think reggae to me is exciting because it's a lot like funk in that it's and I mean they're very similar I would say, but it's like a vessel for other types of music. It's like a jam vessel. It's very easy to sit in the reggae vibe and then jump out into another vibe, like into the rock vibe or into a heavier vibe. So is it do you think reggae spawns your creative force in those other directions as a starting place or is it more just a point of inspiration?
It's the mood.
Yeah.
It could be a soul tune, an R&B tune that I write, and it's the mood, It's funny because it's a very simple music. I I think some musicians take for granted if they're really good, keeping just a steady rhythm in the bubble.
Yeah.
I play with really good musicians that really weren't the best fit for it. It's almost too simple for them.
Yeah.
You have to really dig the music because for some musicians, they get bored with it because it can be repetitive. It could be skanking on a chord or two,
Perfect.
Damn.
This is perfect.
He beat us to it, man.
Yeah.
I wanted you to explain that. We were doing our
That's
research.
actually- yeah.
And we were like, what is skank?
Yeah,
So,
we
put us on. What is
need to know
what is skank?
what skank is.
Well, I think
Or
we
am I
all know
even
what the
using it right?
general American skank.
We do. That's why we're like, what is that?
colloquialized skank we were all familiar with.
Yeah.
So basically, when you're skanking, man, you're hitting those skanks on the guitar. You're keeping that. It's almost when you're playing, it's almost like a percussive thing as opposed to it's melodic, but it's more percussive. Honestly, you're keeping the groove, you're keeping the beat, and then you're skanking.
Skank is like an
That is
onomatopoeia,
good.
then I guess it's like the guitar goes like skank,
And it literally is skank, skank, skank.
That's crazy.
You heard it here first, folks. Skank is a sound in reggae, and not my ex-wife. Bitch.
Could be both.
I'm just kidding. I've never been married.
Hey, skanking is cool.
In this country. No, we did make we actually discussed it on the way over
We
here.
did.
I was
I
like,
was
dude,
like, we need-
Bryden,
yeah.
you have one job today, and it is to find out what skanking is.
I was trying to find my moment, and I'm glad it came up organically.
They're better organically. I
We'd have
think.
been like at the end of the episode, and I'm like, but what about the skank?
They're better. Okay. But what about? No, we would have been on the drive home.
Yeah,
We didn't ask him about skanking.
That's exactly what would have happened.
Oh my gosh.
So glad he said that.
No. Okay, so you're from this area. You moved out to Cali, spent a good chunk of time out in Cali, and then you came back.
Yeah.
And we love talking to people that come back because this is home. And we send a lot of our good artists out to different places, but we do love when they come back home. So talk to me about kind of your time in Cali and then, the decision to come back out here and pick the music back up out here.
Well, I went out there for the purpose of music to begin with because when I was in my mid-20s, we had my buddy Brent Hoskins and I who played drums. He plays everything. He wrote a lot of the songs with me in my old band, The Seed, and we were having some success here regionally, and we wanted to do something bigger. And so moving to D.C., Atlanta, somewhere we looked at, Cali. And at the end, right as we were about to, make a lease happen or something like that, we just kind of parted and, personal decisions. And so I was still all in, ready to go. Yeah. So since I didn't have to, partner with anybody, I could go anywhere I wanted. So I picked San Diego and became a solo artist and, went through band members out there and stuff and recorded a couple albums out there and met some really good dudes that I still play with. A couple of them flew in a few years ago. We did a New Year's show at Martin's, which was a blast.
That's awesome.
And met the guy, my engineer, Andrew Mencher of Wisdom and Sound, and I still send him. He mixed and mastered the One Life and the Sweat and Move that I released this summer, and it was awesome. I feel like I should have been born out there. Really, I mean it's awesome, man. Flip flops year round.
Yep.
I learned how to surf out there.
Yep.
I could take my board to the beach. I could hear the ocean at night. Tiny ass apartment, but living in Pacific Beach, and then we lived on the bay for several years. So a block from there, it was awesome. And you could go out any night to Pacific Beach, Ocean Beach, Mission Beach. You go downtown. You go south of downtown. You go North Park, South Park. You get wherever you go. Yeah. You could hear live music. You could always tune in and plug into something. I missed that aspect of it in a way, but there's more music venues and live music here now than when I was younger, when I was a kid. Yeah. Which is cool. But man, it taught me a lot. Taught me a lot about being in the studio. Met a lot of great friends out there that I still keep up with, and I've seen some of my peers like really do it big, which is cool and inspiring. But I had you come to those decisions in life where it's like, well, I'm in my 30s. I said that if I wanted to have a kid, it'd be in my 30s, so I could live and travel a bit. My wife, same way. We were on the same page. And so we had our baby. And at that point, man, it's just like, thing. I was just talking to somebody last night about it. Is, you know, the relationships kind of taking precedence over the location. And her mom and dad are here in Bedford. My mom and dad, our immediate families, and my mom and dad's in Roanoke. And so having our kid, she was like 2 when we came back and got this whole support group. We can have free babysitters, and, you know, actually have a date night, and, you know, but the coolest thing is having my kid know her grandparents and stuff, you know. So that's kind of the main thing that brought me back. Otherwise, I don't think I'd be back. I'd be out there surfing and wearing my flip-flops in the winter, and you know.
But it's nice to have that support system. I think. I mean, that's one of the biggest reasons I love this area, is because it's where my family is. You know, and it's important to be near them, especially if you can give that opportunity to your kids. I think that's one of the biggest gifts that you can give them. You know, because you'd rather have them develop their memories with their grandparents than have to just tell them stories. You know, it's like, yo, your grandparents were awesome. It's like, you know, it's give them that opportunity if you can. And
if you're tight with your family, there's nothing like family. I mean, it's invaluable. So
that's it.
You know, that's a huge blessing. And so that brought us back, and you know, and first of course I got back with several players that I played with and still, you know, played and stuff. But like I said, it wasn't until this year that I really wanted to start writing. And next year I've got some different life changes in the works that I'm probably the opposite approach to most people, where they might, you know, they might try to do a lot in their youth and then settle into a cushy job later. I'm kind of did a lot in my youth, and had a great job to bless me, to set me up for being able to take some risks maybe definitely in this coming year. So it's kind of the opposite approach. You know, in my 40s now, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make a big change.
Awesome.
And
excellent.
So.
Excellent. I love that energy. You know, I love just you know, when you have the conviction that you're going to make a change and that you're, you know, it invigorates you. You know, I like being around people that have that energy. So I wish you the best.
I appreciate that,
in
man.
Any of your endeavors. But I know that you're doing the best in the music endeavor, because I just watched it and it sounds incredible. You guys are killing it. So I'm really excited. I'm going to make it a point to be out there for the 31st or the 30th for sure.
Awesome, man.
In a costume. Again, not going to tell anybody what I'm dressed as. You just got to come, see me. Who knows? I might bring my sword, okay? If people at Grandin Theater, I might call ahead, you know, see if we can work something out.
Check his bag.
See if I can bribe them so that I can bring my sword. Because I like having it, you know?
Nope. Metal detector.
I like having it. Do you remember a couple years ago when they let me bring my sword into Sidewinders?
I do not. Horrible mistake. Could have ended terribly.
You brought a sword in there?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a real sword. It was a foam sword. It was part of my costume. You know, it was Halloween. But I was just like dead set on bringing the sword in. And a cool security guard was like, all right, man, but if I see you hit somebody, you're getting laid
That's
out.
reasonable. That's reasonable.
I was like, you know what? Respectable.
Hey, expectations are everything.
Respectable. Respectable.
Music fans, we have got another scintillating offering from the Ambassador and Chosen Few. And this time, they brought a guest with them.
Uh-oh.
That's right. This is One Life featuring Doc Science. Enjoy.
Yes, sir.
All right. My man. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. The essence is basic. The timing is sacred. Eyes wide shut, zigzagging through the matrix. The flow can be lucid, stagnant or putrid. Once in the grasp, it's clutch not to lose it. The purpose, the pleasure, dare to endeavor. Some come this far and never gain the treasure. Life in for measure, pressed down, thrown together. Sifted like chaff, what's the value tendered? A product rendered, the path most resist. It all comes together in the circle of fists. The turns, the twists, the reward, the risk. The weight of the world, the cup you'll sip. The lows, the highs, the hello, goodbye. Wisdom and knowledge, it opens the eyes. As you make moves as you might. Time creeps slowly like a thief in the night. One life to live. One life. I said time creeps slowly like a thief in the night. One life to live. On one life. Yeah, check it. On this long road of life, a lot of lessons I've learned. Some bridges you build, some bridges you burn. Accelerate the straightaways, drifting on the curves. Decisions that are made today can distance the return to a better state of mindset. Get what you deserve. I hesitate to prophesize, I leave you with concern. Imagine where you'd be if your conviction held firm. Self-belief, just a piece in the instant it can turn on you. Quick like it might invite the type of insight needed. Adapt even for right or wrong reasons. Precise living through all 4 seasons of life. And time creeps slowly like a thief in the night. So keep fighting, teaming, reaching for heights, critiquing the right. Bring a little peace to your life. Believe in the light that leads you out the dark when defeat is in sight. I told you don't forget your heart, and it's still good advice. I'm saying one life to live. You only get one life, so use it wisely. One life to live. One life. One life. Yeah, and time creeps slowly like a thief in the night. I said time. One life, one life, one life. Let's go. Yeah, fellas. Tell 'em one life to live. Yeah, ooh, one life. There's just one, there's only one, yes, there's just one, yeah. One life to live. Come on. Nah, one life. Just one. Live it wisely, make the most. Now one life to live. Just one, one life. Yeah. There's just this one, there's just this one. One life to live. Ooh, it's just one life. Oh, it's just one life. One life to live. One life. One life to live. Ooh, one life.
As a fan of music broadly, and as a musician, what is one current trend in music that you would like to see just end? It doesn't have to be reggae; it could be anything.
I like to see more original music and less cover bands.
Yeah.
You know, that's not a knock. I mean,
Yeah.
I have reggae night. It's all covers.
Yeah.
You know, but I love original music and I you know, and I guess I'm speaking more like when I'm out and about and,
Right.
and able to, not a general trend, you know, worldwide or anything like that,
Yeah.
but, yeah, I'd like to. There's so much music being played more so I think when I was younger here doing it, but you know I could just be not in the right spots. I'm sure because I'm certainly not out every night trying to hit it up like I was when I was a younger man, but and maybe I just haven't come across it. There's probably a lot of youth out there doing their thing, and I just haven't come across it yet. You guys put me on to one that was just here recording with you guys this last time.
Yeah,
the metal band.
Orenda, man.
Hey,
they're awesome.
Yeah, they
man.
were awesome.
Yeah. So that would be cool. I'd like to see more original tunes locally and stuff, and if it's there, I'd like to maybe make sure I check it out. You know,
yeah, absolutely.
Because there's, like I said, there's more music than ever before, but it seems like there's also a lot of more cover. It's a lot of cover music. But
I do see a lot of the cover stuff. I think we're in a weird time in our like music scene. I think we're exploding now. The scene is getting bigger. There's a lot more people on it. But as far as like the audience here in Roanoke, they haven't developed the palette for original music in a live setting like 100% yet. Like they won't, they'll buy into it as part of the set, but it's hard to get a bunch of people out to go see, a purely original project. If they're not doing a couple of the honky tonk, tunes.
And
to
working
get
musicians,
yeah.
I know it, man. You have to, if you are working and you're playing more often, you have to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Even if you don't, you kind of have to be able to do it to make your bills and stuff. And so I get that too. I know that's a part of it.
Yeah. It's weird though, because my favorite stuff is like these bands that I go out and I see that like draw me in with a cover, and then it's like their original stuff is what I'm craving, what I want to see more of. So I'm with you on that. I think if anything, just people being braver in bringing that original stuff out. When,
make a
when
good
they're
point
out there.
though, because it has to also be people wanting it.
Yeah.
It has to be people wanting something fresh and new and stuff, and people like stuff they know.
Yes, they
and
do.
I always say,
It's
well,
safe.
let's make them know something that we made.
Right.
Let's make them ask for something that, and then they'll get to know our tunes. But and that's always the challenge, right?
It's hard, man. It's hard in a attention culture, right? Like where our attention is kind of being siphoned off, and smaller and smaller bits of it are being sold to keep people interested in something new, and that's our job out here is really like, and what we want to do is to make people realize how much cool stuff is going on. Like it's so hard when you're in a big place that has a lot of awesome music to even know where to start, where to even get going. And so that's why we just try to put a magnifying glass on something awesome, like great music, cool artists. And I think there's benefit to that because there are a lot of people out there that have that feeling of like, I want to be a part of this scene, but I just don't know where to break in, know? So I think the best way to start is to be at Grandin Theater on October 30th. And you can start right there.
What a plug.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You'll love it.
You can start right there.
And you could dip your toes in by watching this episode.
That's it.
Yeah.
This is the place to start.
You could get the
Toe
sneak
dipping.
peek.
That's
We got
right.
everything for you. Toe
the free
dipping.
ski.
Ladies and
That's
gentlemen, shoes are not required down here in Klean Studios, but excellent music is required. It's mandatory, actually. And we have it in spades. It's come to my least favorite part of the night. I have to bring us to a close here. We really appreciate you coming out and joining us.
It's my
Bringing
pleasure.
the chosen few with you. They absolutely rocked it. Every one of them is incredible. You are incredible. I cannot wait to see where you guys go from where you're at. And I really
Thanks,
cannot
man.
wait to see you guys in person out at a big venue. That's going to be really
Awesome.
exciting. Before we go, I'd like to thank our sponsors over at Asher's Coffee Beans. If you need coffee, matcha, tea, or espresso, there's only one place in town to go. Follow your nose to Asher's Coffee Beans over behind Golden Cactus, or check their website out online, asherscoffeebeans.com, and use code B&G, that's B&G, for 10% off. Also, I'd like to give a huge thanks to Maxwell Klean of Klean Studios and Production for giving us a place to do this show and for also providing the best mixing and mastering services around. If you want your music to sound good, this is the place to do it. And he does
Engineer God.
recording. He'll do your mixing and mastering. He'll do your photography down here. He might use Will Jurnett or Cole Tatum of Crash Productions. And basically, guys, it's a turnkey operation. It is plug and play, as they say.
It's true.
Klean
Master consultant
Studios,
as well.
right here. Look us up on the internet. You can't miss us. The only Klean Studios in the world with a K. if you can't believe it.
Bam.
But, Mr. Ambassador, do you have any parting words for us?
I appreciate you guys being so hospitable, letting us come rock out with you.
Yes, sir.
And
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, and I wish nothing but the best for you and your project here. I love the show. The humor is perfect, nice touch, and I'm a new fan. And yeah, man. Again, thanks, and I look forward to hanging out with you guys in the future.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir,
Absolutely.
man. Thank you.
We wish you and we wish everybody listening at home many more blessings to count in the future. 1 by 1, 2 by 2, however they come in, count them out, and appreciate them while you've got them because it's.
And if I didn't say it, second Thursday every month.
Second Thursday every month
Reggae
at Martin's. Reggae Night.
Martin's.
And
aside from the regular ambassador
it's
shows.
unmissable.
Yeah.
It is an unmissable occasion. Not a lot of people get a regular night out here. I just want you to know that this is an artist in residency at Martin's. So make your pilgrimage over there. Get 4 or 5 or 7 of the pickle shots. I do highly recommend. And do a little moving and sweating.
I was about to say you'll be sweating.
Second Thursdays of every month. Be there.
No
You'll
doubt.
see us there. You might even see Will doing some dance hall moves. Who knows? Who knows? No gyrating. Please, God, no gyrating. This is why we don't give him a mic. This is why we don't give him a mic. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado and with no more gilding of the lily, the time has come for me to draw this night's revelries to a close. Although I do it loathsomely. I don't know. I ran out of words. It's been fun. We love you. We appreciate you joining us. Go find the Ambassador and the Chosen Few out on social media. Go listen to their music, and we will see you at Grandin Theater October 30th. Ladies and gentlemen, like we always say, go find somebody you love. Tell them that you love them. And for God's sakes, don't be a prick.
Amen.
And we're out.
There it goes.
Friends, we have one more musical offering for you tonight, and I want to thank the Ambassador and Chosen Few for making their first trip down to Klean Studios a memorable one. But the gentleman to my left, your right, stage left, Mr. Jamiel, is making his second appearance on our stage. He was actually down here for the Simulator Jones episode.
Crazy episode.
And we love repeats down here because we're all one big family here at Biscuits and Gravy. So please enjoy one more offering. This is Till I Die featuring Doc Science. Enjoy.
Let's get it.
Jamie out.
Yeah. All right.
Though I march through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a moment and I pause to reflect on times right now and times gone by. The lowest lows and the highest high. I march through the valley of the shadow of death. I take a moment and I pause to reflect. Times right now and times gone by. Reason by rhyme till the day I die. Yeah. Oh, na 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 na. Ooh, the day I die. Yeah. Oh, na 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 na. Yeah, the day I die. Oh, na 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 na. Ooh, the day I die. Yeah. Na 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 na. Now from a kid to a youth, now a full grown man. And as time goes by, I come to find who I am. I'm not a star in this world, but to my baby girl, I'm gonna be doing right by John and my family collectively. Like a stone in a river washed over for years. The rough edges fade, a new form appears. Each surface peel back smoother than the last. We're learning from our errors and the ways of our past. This is not a sermon, just a simple observation on life and the beauty of a product that's been shaped over time. Let your mind unwind, your body recline. Take a deep breath. Reimagine life. If the world says you're useless, refuse this. This what you make it, could be pain or bliss. Totally excited or completely pissed. The path winds and turns and twists, and it goes like this. I march through the valley of the shadow of death. I take a moment and I pause to reflect. Times right now and times gone by. The lowest lows and the highest high. I march through the valley of the shadow of death. I take a moment and I pause na 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 na. Yo, I'm on my knees. I join my hands. I close my eyes. I bow my head. I face the sun and my troubles seem to end, but only for the moment, then they boomerang again. But I'm hopeful and focused on family, love, and friends. And no matter where I'm going, I remember who I am. Cause life's about progression and reflection after that. So intentions aren't enough to keep your destiny on track. You need to live it while it lasts. Learning from the past. They're out of school teach, man, knowledge should be past. The future's in the children, but our debt is to the ceiling. So what we gonna leave them in the red 100 trillion? Yo, in higher education, biggest victim of inflation. It'll make you double take with a sense of trepidation. They tell me to be patient, but tomorrow isn't waiting. The only way we'll make it's a united population together. I'm on through the valley of the shadow of death. I take a moment and I pause to reflect. Time's right now and time's gone by. The lowest lows and the highest high. I'm on through the valley of the shadow of death. I take a moment and I pause to reflect. Time's right now and time's gone by. Reason by rhyme till the day I die. Yeah. Oh, na 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 na. Ooh, the day I die. Yeah. Oh, na 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 na. Yeah. The day I die. Oh, na 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 na. Day I die. Yeah. Na 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 na. Now break it down for 'em just like this. I say doubt, fear, love, lust, pain, hurt, peace, trust. You, me, we, us. Perfection takes time, determination, and focus. I said doubt, fear, love, lust, pain, hurt, peace, trust. You, me, we, us. Perfection takes time, determination, and focus. I said doubt, fear, love, lust, pain, hurt, peace, trust. You, me, we, us. Perfection takes time, determination, and focus. I said doubt, fear, love, lust, pain, hurt, peace, trust. You, me, we, us. Perfection takes time, determination, and focus. Feel good about that?
Ayo, Klean.
Freak that shit.